G'day, guys. I'm the Calgary Cowboy now over in Vancouver. That's really weird, isn't it? I actually live. I'm not an AI, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't bring any kangaroos or koalas, but I've got my little friend here. Look, we're actually sitting together. Look, high five.
In the same room.
Same room.
Yes.
Look at that.
That's good stuff.
How are you? And how is everyone out there? This is Life Theories. This is hang on, get this out of here. Mate, this journey of mine's been friggin' amazing. But we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. A lot of stuff. We've had a lot of chats about stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world today where we're not going to cover. I'm not going to give 5 minutes to, if you get where I'm going. 12 dinners, stuff that for a joke. But anyway, our own personal journey has been huge. And I think since the 30th of June, we've had a lot of stuff happen personally, and we're going to talk about it today on Life Theories. Main thing is focusing on yourself, focusing on your journey, focusing on your purpose, having some realities. How about if I start? Who's been in a natural disaster before? Hands up.
That whole time Jay was here, it was kind of magical, man. I just I hate we couldn't complete what we had planned, but it was a traumatizing moment. It was real traumatizing. Like, Jay, your honest opinion, bro. Like, that wasn't no Category 1 hurricane, bro.
Are you talking about the hurricane, mate?
Yeah, it was stronger than that, bro. It was stronger than that.
You
saw
called
it with
it,
your
bro.
own eyes. Yeah, you saw it with your own eyes, bro.
Hey, it was 235 kilometer winds, mate. That thing was out of control, and it actually turned right in the last 2 hours before it hit us,
Yep.
mate.
I told you.
Okay, I ask you, what significance does it feel like? There was something significant about that hurricane that I was supposed to be in it for whatever reason, whether it be the sweatbox experience, meeting Solomon. Tell us a little bit about the experience we went through when you know, I mean, what a beautiful man this man is too. He's the most generous.
It was crazy.
Mate, the biggest part, he's such a generous man, though, I'll tell you.
When Jay came to my house, right, he looked around, and I don't own a microwave. And he was like, dude, it like tripped him out. He was like, I came to somebody's house and they don't own a microwave. The reason I don't own a microwave is because I know what the gamma rays does to the body. But it tripped him out. And I'm like, okay. And my daughter, like, maybe it's our culture, Dad. I was like, I think it is. You see what? Because my daughter learned something in this thing too, bro. She learned so much, bro, and it tripped me out, right? And when we went to Walmart, right, and I'm observing how he doing it, like something that we see every day that we take for granted. You see what I'm saying? When another person come into your country, into your setting, into your space, you feel me? You should have saw the look on his face, and it made me feel so good, dude. And when I went back for those items, dude, they didn't have them. I went to 3 Walmarts. I was 30 minutes late getting away.
It's all good. We'll work it out.
Oh no, I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find it. If I gotta get it off of Amazon, I'm pretty sure I can get it off of Amazon, bro.
But it was even weirder. Like, you see, this is the thing. Like, even as you said to you, walking around Walmart, but tell us a little bit about. Did we? Me and my organising, I'm bloody hopeless. But we opened up, we found some candles and everything for our thing. It was really funny when I said to someone, look, I'll help you.
I need to be asking you, how is your trip going from atmosphere to atmosphere?
Yeah.
How are you
time zones?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine, mate.
You good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Man, you look good, bro. You look damn good,
I'm
bro.
staying with the Bear Queen, mate. We're looking healthiest thing. But keep going what you were saying about the culture shock, mate, and some of the stuff that we learned, man. We had 3 days together.
It was crazy to see how you reacted, dude. And I want to take you so many places, bro. I wanted to take, but that doggone hurricane, it ruined it. It's a culture thing, dude. It shocked me. But we take so much stuff for granted, bro. Like the same things we see every day. It just brought me back to myself a little bit. You see, then in the midst of all that stuff happening during that hurricane, bro, dropping you off at the room, making sure you was okay, y'all losing power. But
Yeah,
in the midst of all that stuff happening, bro, when I tell you, bro, as soon as we dropped you off, dude, went back down 610, bro, it was so dark, bro. It was dark. Everybody had to use their lights. We got caught in the flood. On the way taking you back, when we got back home, we was drenched. It was crazy from that point on, bro. And mind you, all week long, bro, I worked. Our building didn't have no power, and to see how everybody came together that stayed here, because all the people that left. It came to the people that lived here, bro. My heart went out to those people, bro. That stuff woke me up so much, bro. That stuff transformed me, bro. To see how people can go, and I mean these people, bro. Now that things done got back to the regular automaton phase, they right back arguing and fussing with each other. But to see how they came together in that moment, you see what I'm saying? That right there was transformative, right there. That was transformative to me.
there's a lot more that came out of that hurricane that was absolutely ridiculous in a lot of ways. I saw a lot of different ways people, I watched the way people acted. That was a big thing. And
Dude, it's
Simon,
so
I
much
just
came
say
out of it.
the way that a hurricane, and we talked about this the day before, and we go, this thing's going to be huge,
Yeah,
and
I'm
we got to
good.
get you out of here. I just saw a different way of life with regards to how people reacted in there. What do you think about that?
Well, that part, bro, that part was good. That part was good to see how everybody came together. But how can I say this, man? I did a little something, right, to receive some information, right? So the information that I received, you see, now this thing, Jay, I think I'm gonna keep to myself, and I might explain to you or whoever want to hear it after the show.
Okay, cool.
But only thing I'm gonna bring awareness to, right, is the eclipse that just happened. You see, a lot of things that's happening right now is going in the same trajectory that eclipse went down, bro. You see, this is how can I say this? This is spiritual information, downloaded information. This is not something where you're gonna go and you're gonna see in the news and stuff like that. Things that's happening in the world right now, bro. It's a turn of the tide.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying in such a esoteric way, bro. Everything that's happening right now is meant to happen. It's supposed to happen. I want to say something before I get off of here, and whoever hear it.
Yeah.
Um, and I BS you not, and it's coming in as I'm saying it, just as a reminder. But listen, everything is turning and transforming. Everything. You see, it's gonna be a lot more things that's gonna happen. But like you said, sister, this world is polarizing.
Yeah.
Y'all got to know that. Y'all got to know that.
Stay
You
balanced, stay neutral,
cannot,
man. Yeah.
you have to stay,
Farther and farther apart. Yeah.
yeah, because um spiritually, right? Energetically, on the mental part of it, if you get what I'm saying, right? They want everybody to on one side or another. You got to understand this is critical mass, guys. So neither side, right, is right or wrong. It's how you polarize it. That's how they want you to polarize it. That's how they want you to see it. And I'm gonna explain something, right? It's like this Massey lady, the lady that got by the cop. And if y'all didn't hear about it, look, I can't remember her first name, her last name is Massey. I try not to give it no clout.
Yeah.
But that alone, guys, y'all, if that was meant to happen, that's all I'm gonna say. If you don't get what I'm saying, it was meant to happen in a way where it's going to start another separation. We don't need to go down that road.
Yeah.
And then you have the politics that's going on. I need y'all to pay attention to the points that I'm making with this Massey lady, with the politics that's going on. No, sir. The last door to the right, with the Massey situation, they got everybody pulling and tugging energetically. It's something that y'all don't see that's happening. You have to stay neutral. Understand what's going on this side. Understand what's going on this side. Watch as the world do what it does, but you stay neutral. If y'all, this is a time where we're gonna be needed more than ever. People are just not seeing it. They should have kept their eyes open, so-called spiritual people, while ever since the eclipse, you should have been ready for something. You see, now with everything that's going on right now, this world is polarizing. We're reaching critical mass, bro, which means, hold on right quick. I knew this was gonna happen.
You're
That I'm
always
gonna
gonna
talk about
interrupt
a
when you're
timeline.
trying to do so. Yeah, when you say something
Yeah,
good.
it does
Yeah,
it all
it
the
happens to
time.
me all the time. Yeah. I have it on my throat. Like when I try to make certain videos, like I made one I just put on TikTok and YouTube. One of my last videos I put on, it was an inspirational video, and as I was doing it, I felt shit trying to like clog on my throat. I kept coughing. Well, I have been coughing now, but like it just kept like it was. I almost couldn't get the words out, and I was like, man, there's some shit. I was like, let me get this shit out. Like it just, and like my camera tried to die on me. I was like, man.
When my brain just like, and like I just
Tourmaline right
talking,
here.
I'm like I don't even
Wow.
remember what I was talking about. That's happened to me so many times on this
Yeah.
show where it's just like I either have like a clog in my throat or my mind just goes, and it's like you couldn't pay me $1 million to remember what I said 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like somebody literally snatches it out of my head and it's like, that's not for you today. Nobody's sharing that publicly.
It's like when you get up in the mornings when you go, I know I envisioned as much when being on this trip, but up until I was visioning for about 7 months every night and heavy visions. Ever since I came on this trip, I haven't done it. So it must be giving me I don't know. Well, as I said, I keep trying to work things out. I've just got to let things go and let it happen. As it comes up, deal with it. And again, have a look at and ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. Have a look at the force you're putting into things. I know I've had to reassess a lot of stuff since I've been here. And
you shouldn't have to try so hard to do anything. I think that's what I'm getting like.
That's right. Yeah.
You shouldn't have to try so hard. If you're trying to squeeze your foot in a shoe that doesn't fit, sometimes it's like, maybe there's a reason there's so much resistance. Like maybe you're supposed to do, or maybe do something a different way, or look at things a different way, or try something different. I mean, it shouldn't be that much. Like, I know we're in spiritual warfare and all that shit, but there are certain things I'm like, I shouldn't have to try so hard. Like, I'm all about putting effort in. I'm ambitious and everything, but like certain things I'm like, I have to actually take a step back on a few things I was interested in doing. I'm like, I don't know if this is really for me because something just doesn't feel aligned anymore. Like a lot of things are changing like that. Like you might have something that you even liked a few months ago that maybe thought was your purpose or something you want to do, or even someone you want to live. It could be on any situation, maybe someone you're with or not with, the friendships. There's so many things that are like coming to my attention now. I'm like, oh wait, everything's shifting like really quick, man. And you kind of have to go with the flow of the changes and kind of evaluate and like if you like sometimes you wanted something so bad to work and then it didn't, and that's okay. Sometimes you gotta let certain things go. I'm just really seeing that there's certain things I'm like, maybe there's a reason why this isn't working the way I thought it was or something, or it doesn't feel the same anymore. Like,
well, I think you're right. You have to be an awareness of where it's at. It might
have discernment too. Yeah.
We might have been at, but you can't actually publicly say, okay, this is not working for me. Do I put a little, mate, there's nothing wrong putting a bit of energy into it and then moving back into it again.
You shouldn't have to force something. You shouldn't have to put so much effort. Like something's not right energetically. That's like then something maybe it's not really aligned. Maybe there's something it should just flow more natural. That's why.
There's a difference between aligned action and taking aligned action and moving towards something and forcing it. You know what I mean? Like you're like, you just keep getting no. You just keep getting hit in the wall. Like things keep breaking. Things keep falling apart. Like maybe you need to just take the pressure off
or back off
and
or just give it to the divine.
Trying to force an outcome. When you're taking aligned action towards something, you're taking small steps toward it every single day. You're checking in with your body. Yes, this feels right. Yes, but like there's a lot of times where people will feel that no in their body, totally ignore it and keep forcing anyway. If your body's saying no and all the physical evidence is pointing, no, this is not a fit for you, this is not good, back off, and you're still forcing, that's different than you saying, hey, I'm going to try again. This is aligned for me. And I'm just going to I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to maybe recalibrate and, taking those aligned actions, like today I'm feeling called to, like what you were saying, I'm feeling called to like book this trip. I'm feeling called to like travel around, go meet these people, do these things, take that step. That's taking aligned action. But when you're forcing it, like let's say you were trying to book going to see Solomon and he's like, there's a hurricane, and you're like, fuck it, I'm coming anyway. That's forcing it. You know what I mean?
That's right. It happened. It happened like, well, if we go to what Cortez did, I was supposed to go to Cortez here. But then suddenly then I was going to go to LA. Well, last night I should have been in LA with the Poison Boys to watch them. No, then my friend Grace rang me from the Wasp band, and then that all changed. I was supposed to be in Texas with Grace, then go to Chicago to watch AW Dynamite, and then go and meet Solomon. Solomon, what's the big take you got from that hurricane, man? Because that was a significant event in all our...
Everything changing, bro.
What did you take out of it,
changing. Everything changing. Everything changing.
Mother Earth isn't happy with a lot of the shit, and
not at
we're
all.
getting what we put out, man. There's a lot of
man.
Yeah.
And people ain't knowing how to let it flow, bro. That's one thing I was telling my daughter today. She talking to me crying, nothing working. Because right now ain't the time. Right now it is not the time for it. You try to bring in anything right now, dude, it's gonna come with a little bit of destruction, fam.
Yeah.
Because this world is not balanced. Everything is being thrown off balance right now, and not that many people see it. Man, that hurricane made me go deeper within myself. You know, like I had to see what was going on. How many people who can remember their dreams right now? And if you can remember your dreams, right? How them dreams been lately? Them dreams been kind of, and that's for everybody. If you ain't been dreaming, I know y'all been feeling something. Somebody been feeling something. Diana, I know you probably have, because you see how this shit is not polarized.
Yeah.
They working the law of polarity on us every waking moment. I never seen these people work the law of polarity as much as they doing it now, man. Now they have this stupid, and please nobody be involved with this dumb stuff, right? The white women for Kamala Harris, they don't see what's going on in the world. They still separating everything. They
have
making
all the
y'all
cards, the
polarized.
race, and that she's a
They
female.
do.
Yeah.
Okay,
after Trump, and then her, it's complete. Come on, man. It's so
yes.
Yeah.
And they doing it on purpose. They doing it on purpose, right? And let me tell y'all something, right?
Really think white women don't Harris? That's the thing.
That's the dumbest thing in the world. Like, just think about it subconsciously. Think about it subconsciously. If you are, I'm gonna say, if you are controlling a certain group, I call them automatons, but that's what they are. We are not those. You feel me? So if you are controlling a certain group, and if you want a certain group to sway this way, you got to understand the all is mine. Look at how they swaying everything. Now it's white women for Kamala Harris. I'm gonna show y'all a video later on. I'm gonna share it with y'all on TikTok.
Yeah.
The dumbest stuff I ever heard somebody say in my life. So I'm like, okay, now they're gonna subconsciously program in people's minds that black is the thing now. Not only that, they know it's the rise of the feminine. They know it's the change of the guard. Hold on right quick.
Programming our minds that black is bad forever. Now all of a sudden it's the thing.
Yeah.
How about just treating each other with respect and stop giving a shit what their skin color is, because we're all the same. We're all
genetically done. We'll have we won't.
We're all the same species.
We won't touch what happened at the Paris Olympics, will we? We don't want to go down that path, but
they don't want y'all seeing it.
We're not talking about it, but it makes sense with exactly what Solomon's saying. There's a lot of diversity going around, but we bring it back to the collective of the good stuff that we're doing. I mean, it makes us more aware, doesn't it, Solomon? Like we're so aware of our spirituality right now, aren't we?
Well, it's
man. Let me tell you something. Your spirituality is supposed to be running the show by now. If your spirituality ain't running the show right now, you people gonna fall off, man. That's where we come in at, right? We, each and every one of us, we fill in some type of gap somewhere. You feel me? I could be feeling some type of way, right? Get on TikTok and hear Diana post about something, and I'm like, damn, that's on point. So I'm like, okay, it had to affect her first in some type of way for her to even put out the message. Even if nobody understands it, I do. You see what I'm saying? this hurricane, and people get mad at me when I say this, but it was our turn to see something. We've been watching shit happen all over the world, in Texas just sitting back watching. It's our turn. This shit is cycling and cycling and cycling. But like I said, it's a change of the guard. They know this. That's why how can I say this? Okay, understand that everything is an outward manifestation of what's going on spiritually,
Yeah.
right? So the change of the guard got to manifest some type of way physically. What you're gonna have Camilla Harris, then you're gonna have the other lady, and then you're gonna have this. But only thing that they're gonna have y'all focus on is just the women. That's nothing but just showing y'all this world is changing. This world is changing to a feminine perspective, and it's the dark feminine, not the black lady.
If
Yeah.
we
They
were
gonna
talking
get they gonna
inclusion here, it would just be like, let's celebrate that there's a woman coming in. Why does it matter what
and
color her
they
skin is? We've never
it
had a woman
shouldn't
with
matter.
power.
It
Why
shouldn't
do we
matter. It
have to
shouldn't
ignore
matter.
both? Like
It shouldn't
What
matter. You're
happened in
right.
Australia?
But
it's like if we're
man,
really going for inclusion, we should drop the labels altogether and just be like, let's support the fact that there's actually going to be a woman in this position for the first time
There's nothing
ever.
wrong with it being a woman. Exactly.
Yeah,
We had that.
that's awesome enough. Like if you're pushing inclusion, drop the color and just be happy that there's a woman there.
Or drop the dirty look of
Like if
the
you
bad
actually,
feminine
because
stuff.
the more you talk about she's black, she's black, she's black, she's black, hooray for her doing this thing and stepping into it because she's black, it's like that's great, but you're driving the point that she's black and separate from
We're driving the black woman as well.
driving the black thing again.
The female
It's
thing as
been
well.
the separation. Why can't you just see her as a woman instead of including her skin color in it? You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to be inclusive as human beings on this planet and drop the racism, drop all those cards, stop pushing that, oh, she's a black woman, hooray for that. Like, no, she's a woman. Like, if you're continually pushing the separation by constantly mentioning that she's also black. Like, she's a human being first and foremost. And that's what should be celebrated, is she's a female human being. It shouldn't matter what color her skin is. That's great for the history of our planet, but it doesn't need to be the main focus of it. But that's everybody's focus, like, oh, black woman, that's so great.
Yeah.
It's great enough that she's a woman. And if we're sitting here as a society trying to get rid of the racism and all those stereotypes and all of that detriment that racism and that separation has caused, you have to drop the label of the fact that she's black and just celebrate the fact that she's a woman.
Yep.
Because you're driving more separation.
Well, remember when Obama came in office too? Yeah.
For the
Same
black
thing.
woman. Now we're
Yeah.
lifting the black woman up. Like, what does that make you better than the other white women that don't support her? Because you're a white woman supporting another. Like, we're all women. Let it go.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
gives a shit what color your skin is? If you support her, you support her.
That's where the toxic femininity
White
comes
women
in.
for black women. How about just people for fucking people? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm getting aggravated now.
Yeah. It's just
Well,
so
come on.
much.
The level of separation and subconscious separation that they keep pushing and labeling it as inclusion
It's
and how
bullshit.
great it's bullshit. The polarity drives me fucking nuts on the inside. That's
Well,
why
We knew what was going to happen. We're going down that path. We might as well
Well,
finish.
I don't want to go down that path any further. I'm all revved up. I don't want to go.
No, I'm just. I was
all right,
saying.
now look, check it out. You see how you just got revved up? That's what they want. That's
what- yeah,
polarity
exactly.
they're working on
Yeah.
you. You just got hit with polarity. You polarizing. You can't do that. You cannot do that. That's
They're
what they want. You
polarizing
gotta
us, but
understand the
labeling it as
subconscious.
inclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that, but try not to give so much of that because you just labeled it. It ticked you off. It did this. You still polarized, baby. That's what they want. So right now, you got to understand the difference between feeding on and feeding off of. So what you fed into fed off of you, which doing it they're doing this shit collectively. You feel me? You got to understand what I'm saying.
This is the egregores too
Sorry,
that you're talking
but
about. Yeah,
thank
it's like
you.
focus
You
on
did it, and I started not to say it.
all of your stuff
It's
is
an
making sense.
egregorial
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
Yes, it's an egregorial system. It's to keep
Yeah.
you that way. It's to keep you that way. To keep you here. So you got to go beyond human shit. You got to go beyond those human emotions. That's
But
what
look
they
at what we're
want.
doing, Solomon. Have a look. Have a look at the work
Mhm.
we've been doing the last 4 weeks, especially me being here.
Yeah.
We've broken the tie. We've raised our vibration. All right.
And
So
you
we
gotta
get rid
keep
of
it
all
like
that other
that.
shit that's going on. Look at the stuff that
Yeah.
we've put in, and it's given us that
Yeah.
new life. All of us have got new life out of this in some way. And
Yeah.
even,
Yeah.
you know, myself, I was just saying, I found out my superpower is bringing that energy and love to people to be themselves, not judgment,
Got to find it.
get the best out of themselves, but also bring a nice experience as well.
Yeah.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, you grow as a person.
Yeah. Do not polarize, guys. See it
We
for what
found
it
that,
is.
mate. Well, when did we find that book, Solomon? We found it when I did the cleanup. Remember?
I think I think so.
Remember?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think
We
so.
found
Yeah.
the. I got look at
And
these books, and then
yeah.
suddenly I
I got
moved
so
everything.
many
We did a
books,
big
bro.
cleanup. We did a bit of a cleanup at Solomon's, and then suddenly this book came out. Read this. Okay, cool. Now it's in the hands of Sarah, which you two have to
Mhm.
connect more on. You said that to me.
Because you got to understand the spiritual aspect of things, right? But in order to understand the spiritual aspect of things, you got to understand your mind. You got to understand what's being done right now in the world.